Basically the story is on a road trip between me and a new friend of mine. We'd known each other for a few months, but we're still sort of trying to work each other out. And we did a road trip up to Darwin. And one of the major questions that we had was like, what's going to be our playlist sort of thing. And we decided to do it album by album after a while and trying to find music that we have in common, because she was about a decade older than me, so there's a bit of a difference there. And we got up to Darwin, had a great time up there. We found, particularly when we were listening to Australian music with the Australian Outback, it worked really well, so we tried to keep on in that vein. Anyway, as we were coming back down, my friend was like, "Hey, have you heard of the Warumpi Band?" And I'd heard of Blackfella Whitefella, but hadn't listened to them as a whole. And we started playing Big Name, No Blankets as we were going down. Anyway, as we're coming back down from Darwin, we stopped for a lube break on the side of the road on the freeway that's about 130 kilometers an hour. We go off, do our business, we come back, and we do the standard sort of check for wallet, phone, keys, and we can't find the key. We can't find the key fob for the car. And so we're just like, okay, it must be here because we got here. And so we start ripping through bags and whatever else. We start following back our trail to where we went for a pee and all that sort of thing. And we probably spent a good 5-10 minutes just going through our bags, like it must be here. The back of the car was a bit of a mess and all that sort of thing. And I'd been through like my satchel for like the second or third time. And I'm exasperated. It's just like, we can't go anywhere without this key. We're stuck in the middle of nowhere. And I just put my hands on top of the car and look at the roof, and there it is, just sitting on the roof. It was hanging on, not by the keychain, but by the little yellow plastic tag that mechanics put on keychains to be able to identify them. And that was wedged between the roof rack and the roof. So it was sitting there at 130 Ks an hour, just rattling around for about 2 or 3 hours. I just sort of lightly unhook it, call my friend, and we just stare at it for about 30 seconds and contemplate what could have been had it fallen off, and get back in the car and keep driving. And that's, every time I hear the Warumpi Band, and particularly Breadline, that's what I think of.